Who the hell are you supposed to be?
The local peasant folk call me the All God.
Can think of quite a few other more fitting nicknames.
Oh,
Now
God.
listen to me, Witcher. Have you
Slob.
any other duties? Missions? Swamp's dangerous. Gotta share a true terrorist. Tend to them. I am no one.
I bet I'll harm a box of fucking donuts. Jeez.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
The local peasant folk call me the All God.
Can think of quite a few other more fitting nicknames.
Now you listen to me, Witcher.
Farewell.
Apparently I'm not supposed to interact with them yet. Anything down here I can grab? Yep. That's like a greatness, amber, dwarven, take it. Nothing, right? Just opened up the staircase, but that's about it. So yeah, I guess I'm not supposed to interact with this cat yet. It's like garlic. Dude knows how to eat good, that's for sure. Bastard. This fucking love. There's nothing all God about him. Ruby, yeah, dude, send it. Some freaking rubies. Okay, move it. In the dust. Asbog runes. 2 florins. Oh, what's that new rune? Dasbog. Let's see. Svarog. Nope. Ivana. Nope. Trigvala. Nope. Dasbog. There we go. 3 burn. Alright, cool. That's not so bad. I'm trying to get rid of all the 2s and up all the 3% and 5%. I'm not quite at the point. I'm only a level 21. I'm not quite at the point where I can get all 10%, but I'm working on it. Trying to eliminate as many 2s as I possibly can and get up in the biggest sections with the 20 armor piercings. Awesome. 30's even better. Try to apply that to all the swords. Even the runes look cooler as you level up, but these are clearly like bottom of the barrel ones. Start off at level 2s. But I like these. I don't know what these guys are called. Upgrades, I guess? Okay, so there's upgrades and runes. Oh, that's an upgrade too. Alright, somebody called these cards last time, I think. But it doesn't specifically say what it is. It just says it's an upgrade. I believe these are for clothing, and the round ones are for your weapons. But I could be wrong with that. I'm still fairly new to this game. I've only had it for like a week or two. But I'd like to get all these up too. These are only 2%. This one's 10, which is huge. We can see the difference between this 5 and that 2, with this, 10. This 2 and that 10. Like, this just looks cooler. It's brighter, it has a background, it's a bolder color. This is clearly a 2, but yeah, I want to get all those guys up. My swords are up pretty good. I got all these guys, just hit a blacksmith. I want to thin out my swords, man. You got to worry about that weight. You really do. You got to worry about carrying all these. They're like 2 pounds per, it's roughly. So I only kept like the highest level ones. I just unlocked that guy. See, level 21. I've been waiting forever to unlock him, but that just looks like so much fun to wield, and that I have one in real life is even cooler. A proper Skegox, a proper. Cost me a pretty penny too, and it's not from here, which I love. It's from Europe. It was made in Slovenia, but it's a proper Skegox. But that one's pretty dope. Can't open that for another 11 levels, which blows. But 185 to 227, that's some serious damage. Even this guy right now at 175 to 213. Look at what I'm compared to with my other steel sword. 147 and 179. The loon I'm working with pretty much caps out at where this one starts. So 147 and 179. And the Velanax is 175 to 213. So it's 31% advanced than my current steel sword. Now we're getting into some business. So the silver sword I'm using. So if you don't know, this is for demons and monsters, and this is for like humans and wolves and bears and stuff that's not, I guess, considered a monster. You pretty much pull this out when you're fucking with a monster. You pull this out when you're just dealing with humans and off things like I just mentioned, a wolf, a bear, non-demon, I guess we can say, non-wolf. But I think I just copped these guys. Yeah, I did. What is it, 36 compared to 49? Yeah. And I hate it how down the bottom, see the red where it says 75%? To the right of it says 142. It's very rare, unless you go to like Novigrad, you can find a blacksmith that will pay 142 coin for this. Normally it's like 20, 30, which is unfortunate because it has pretty good resistance. Pretty good bludgeoning, piercing, and then slashing is 10, so that's pretty dope. I do like the let me retract, let me backpedal. So for the first, say, 18 levels, I wasn't picking up any. See the green armor that I'm rocking right now? All this stuff is green. I just swapped this out briefly because I wanted to look at the resistance. So without getting off track, look at the resistance. It's plus 30 to piercing, which is huge. Plus 20 to bludgeoning, 35 to slashing, and then 2 for monsters. And it has that circle up the top left that I can actually socket one of these guys, which gives you whatever you choose. 10% Yrden, 5% Odd, 2% Quen, so on. So pretty much throughout like level 18, maybe 17, 18, I haven't been using any of these specialty clothing. So once you get this specialty clothing, you can see how it says Forgotten Woven Trousers, right? Forgotten Woven Gauntlets. So this is a Forgotten series. I haven't been using either of these guys for the simple fact that it doesn't have place to socket. The pants I've been using, we'll say it's just these ones, for instance. It's level 34 armor. So that's not so bad, but look at what excuse me, look at what you can socket in it. Well, say this one. You can socket where it says empty down there, the circle. You can actually socket stuff to it. So you can make these pants. We'll say, just for instance, here. Plus 30 armor piercing, right? So that's ginormous. The thing I don't really care for with this specialty armor is you can't socket it. You can't put stuff in it. On the top left, it doesn't have any room for dots. And what I really like is the stuff that, like these guys. See how those have 3 spaces to socket stuff? So this one I've included, look at the round red circle, look at the round white circles. 2% chance to stun, 2% attack power, and 10% armor piercing. This one I socketed 20 armor piercing because you kind of need it more if you're fighting monsters with the silver sword opposed to, people and werewolves and bears with the steel sword. You're dealing with bigger critters, ogres, weird shit, right? Monsters, ogres. This one is 20% armor piercing, 5% sign damage, and I doubled that up, so it's 10% sign damage on top of whatever potion you add to it too, right? So you add an oil to your blade, and then you drink a tonic or you drink a potion, and it gives you that much more power. So this one, the toxicity is 25 out of 157 for the full moon. These are ones that like you start out with. Well, not this one specifically. It is this potion, but this is the enhanced version of the Thunderbolt. You get like Drown of... Well, that's not an OG one. Let me see what Black Blood. So this is my enhanced version. I've enhanced quite a few of them, but like this is what you start off with. They give you the Thunderbolt, and they give you the black blood, and I think that's pretty much it. You have to earn the rest of these. So me just going around the map, opening up different things. The killer whale is really fun to get because that was you can breathe underwater way longer. So there's certain parts of this ocean, the map, that you rock the outside of a coast, and you have to dive deep, deep, deep. I mean, super deep to open up chests and to loot. So this killer whale potion is invaluable. This one specifically gives you 50% longer, improves your vision while diving, so it helps your breath. You basically just hold like double what it is, what they stand to give you. So all these are really awesome. I've pretty much enhanced as many as I possibly can. You can see all those are all enhanced. The blue ones are just standard. They're a master item, and then the yellow is a magic item. And I think there's a relic version of that too, but these are like the upgraded versions where you see the skulls on the bottle. These are all NECA warrior. There's a NECA, there's a werewolf, and I like it. It's fun to say NECA. I'm not saying nigga, I'm saying NECA. NEKKER, but it's so much fun to say. Take these little NECAs out. Wraiths of Auction, yes, I'm 12. This one gives you a ton for the Griffin, even though it's only 1%. It's still many. Slash and pierce and bludgeon and damage element or elemental, but so on and so on. So, did I do what I wanted to do? Damn it, I was meant to sell this to the blacksmith. Oh no, I was going to, but he only gave me, he wanted to offer me, so down the bottom it says it's worth 28 coin. He only wanted to give me 6 for it. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. Because the one that was 8%, see how it says 13 to 15 damage? The one I have now is, well, I can just do this, I guess. The one I have now is 15 to 19% damage, which is a relic. And the one here is just a master, so it's blue. Blue's kind of bottom of the barrel. It goes blue, yellow, gold is magic, and then relic is this one. And relics are kind of tippity top. They're like the cream of the crop weapons. So if you can find a relic weapon, do not part with it. Absolutely hold on to it. Because look how much this is worth. $909. 909 crowns. They're worth quite a bit. And if they're not worth a lot, look at this. 50% critical hit damage. At level 21, that's massive. I had this made in Novigrad from a dumping salesman. The dude was awesome. And he wound up blessing me with this. So I have other swords that, let me see, let me compare. All right, that's steel. What I have right now is 147 to 79. I should actually probably, it's crazy how beefy this guy is and how much ass I've been kicking with it. And it's just your steel sword. It's basically your basic sword. It's not the silver sword, like I said, this one to fight monsters, but oh man, I've absolutely been kicking ass with this guy. Let me equip this because what I have in there right now is only 95. But what I was saying about the resistance is you kind of want to get stuff. Yeah, let me backtrack because that's where I got sidetracked. What I was saying about the Forgotten or the categorical clothing. So this is a whole set. It's called the Forgotten Woven Armor. So over here, I have the Forgotten Woven gloves, gauntlets, right? Forgotten Woven boots, and then pants. So it's a whole outfit. I don't necessarily love it, but it looks like the typical Netflix Witcher, right? So I'm like, it is what it is, man. It doesn't really carry much because you can only socket one item. When, say, I got other stuff, and like I was saying, up until like level 17, 18, I was rocking out with stuff like this. And where I was, that was great for what level I was at. Like you can see down the bottom, it says required level 16. So you're allowed to open this once you're level 16. You usually pick stuff up as you just skip across the map and open different stuff, right? Just basically explore and loot everything. Until I started figuring out about how much weight I could carry and this and that. and outfitting Roach is your horse. Roach with like top shelf saddlebags, which holds a 70 max. So far, this is the biggest one I've found. And then like a Mastercraft saddle. This is a tippity top. I haven't found one better than that. Putting blinders on so he doesn't get spooked by rolling up on neckers and everything, foglets, and all these other little dudes like griffins and cockatrices, fork tails, all these boogeties, right? So, like I said, foglets, shorts, all these guys. So, basically, point of what I was getting to is, I mean, all this mastercrafted clothing is cool to unlock because you look like the Witcher. But I'll tell you, from my experience, just playing a short 21 levels, it's much more valuable, and it gives you much more resistance. So say this is level 95, right? And the band odd breastplate, this guy. And I've been rocking this guy for ages. I really like the Bounty Hunters Gambesons because they just seem to work really well. They look pretty cool. They're not terrible looking, but until you can, unlock this stuff to actually look like the Witcher, to me, it's all about wins and losses. It's all about apples to oranges. If you want to look cool, which to me, that doesn't make any sense. Who gives a shit about what you look like? If you want to succeed in this game and really do well in your cast, you'll wear stuff like this. You'll wear stuff like what I'm wearing right now, because look at the stats, right? 5% odd. So it's going to help you with your signs. So 5% odd, 25%. And at this point in the game, that's huge to have a 25% buff. So 25 bludgeoning damage. So it's a resistance to bludgeoning. And then 29%, which is even bigger, right? That's kind of massive at 115% armor. A 29% resistance to slashing. So that's giant. And I outfitted it with the biggest sign I had, which at the time it was Yrden. But like, if you just want to look cool, I mean, that's gravy. It's all cool. And that's what point I'm at since I've been rocking with this for like 2 days. 2 days ago, I opened up all these neat themed armor. But like I said, if it doesn't have the circles next to it, where you can socket your runes and your items, is it really helping you in the game? No. Aesthetics, it's looking really cool. But if it doesn't have circles next to it where you can socket your runes, then, to me, it's like you're not playing the game to the fullest. Play the game to the fullest. It's what I'm pretty much getting at. It's my own preference. You play however you like, but, for me, I'd rather socket stuff like this and give myself a 5% buff. Give myself a 10, 20, 30% armor piercing buff. So you don't want to lock that into a weapon? Awesome. You want to lock it into some of your clothing? Even better, because it will just boost you, and you'll be taking on, big ass demons and just wiping the floor with them. Big ass monsters and punching their dick loose, because it's like, instead of taking 20 whacks, you're taking 4 whacks, 5 whacks, and you're pulling some Lizzie Borden shit. Beige, if you know, you know. So yeah, if that's what you're into, cool beans. I mean, like I said, I've been rocking this outfit for like 2 days, and it's cool. But I went to the blacksmith, and I'm looking, and I was like, man, I'm gonna keep all these outfits, even though they weight. Right? Look at that, 6 pounds. So bottom left is where you want to look at the weight. 10 pounds, like that's a monster. But look at what it does for me, right? 30, 20, 35, 2. Like, those are huge compared to the Gambeson I'm rocking, the Forgotten Woven armor. It's medium armor also. I didn't look at what this was. Okay, this is heavy. So it also depends on what you're battling, too. That's light. I loved carrying light armor. I honestly did. And still do. But you can see that this is a heavy armor band odd breastplate. And there's certain monsters and demons that you fight that it says you have to have heavy armor, you have to have light armor, you have to have medium armor to go into this fight. So For me, it's smart to have all three. So I got light, medium, and heavy. But I'm expressing the little knowledge that I have at a very low level 21 to maybe pass it on to somebody else. So with that being said, there's some really kick-ass weapons here, and I hemmed and hawed. I'm like, oh no, man, I don't want to pot with that one. But then again, it's 2 pounds per. So do you really want to be lugging around extra weight when you don't have to? So look how much crafting I have open right now, 90 out of 130. So I mean that's quite a bit of stuff I can still carry without stopping and having to dump stuff or trying to, I'm in the middle of a mission. I don't want to have to stop and go to a blacksmith to go sell a bunch of stuff. I don't want to have to go and stop a mission to go to the merchant. Like, it's preference, but play smarter, not harder. Um, it's fun. It gives you stuff to do, and why not play smart, right? Why not play the game to the fullest? These are pretty cool, but I'm thinking about dropping some because I mean they're only a pound a piece, but I've doubled up on some of these. It's like a 5% bonus experience from humans and non-humans. That's what I was talking about with the steel weapon. This is a 5% chance to find additional herbs. This one's dismember. This one's also a dismember. That's a 10%. The cockatrice. That guy was fun to fuck up. I think I had to lure another beast to his demise, but this is also 10%. So the Griffin was the very first one I had. I have a little nostalgia with it, but if somebody's only going to offer me 150, is it really worth it? This one's 250, so that would probably be the one I would pop with. Was the latest one. Strap trophies to your saddle and receive a bonus. They're fun, but if you're doubling them up, you might as well sell them. There's no point lugging around extra weight. They're all 1 pound, 1 ounce that you don't have to. But like I said, these are all relics too, so it's all about your preference, how you want to play the game. But man, it's absolutely a blast. I can't believe I've waited this long to play Witcher 3 when the game came out like 9 years ago. But yeah, man, it's super fun. I gotta head back to Novigrad and dump some of these Florins because they're just Florins and Arns. They're dead weight right now. You can't use this currency in Velen. I went back to Velen. I wound up going to Novigrad because I'm on the search for Ciri. But yeah, I had to go back to Novigrad because I almost got stuck. So I think I'm at the point where like I gotta go. There was this dude, I forgot his name. I think he was an ogre. He was like an ogre in a basement, right? Let me see. Actually, let me do this one. So there was an ogre in a basement. I forgot his name. It should be like right here. Oh no, wait, people. Let's look up people, not beasts. Bot the Troll. Alright, so Bot the Troll was this guy Dijkstra's like basically it's his like basement pet. He I don't want to say hired him because I think he like owns him, but Dijkstra pretty much has this dude pulling security, and he's a bit of a dope. He's like, roar, I let them steal all the barrels. He's just a great big strong dipshit called the Lummox. If you know, you know. But let's find Dijkstra. There he is. So he stole. Bot was sleeping on the job, and he let people steal Dijkstra's barrels. I think he had barrels of booze in his basement. He was like a modern day bootlegger. So I tried to go back to him, and now it won't allow me in his bathhouse when we were supposed to look for some evidence that went down a jacuzzi floor grate. Like it's deep, but now I can't get back there. So that means I have to go around the map and go unlock some other shit because I haven't gotten to a certain point yet. Or either that or I overlooked it, on the trail for Ciri. But yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun playing her Ciri, and it's fun playing Geralt. I haven't played, which I think you can, but I haven't played, what's her name? His chick there. What the hell's her name? Carol and, oh, Yennefer. I haven't played Yennefer yet, but I guess you can. I think I saw some gameplay on it. This one was fun. Renald, he was a former Witcher, and we had to, like, unlock his ghost and set him free. There's some shit that, and this should be like telling me right now, like since since her face isn't highlighted, that means I should probably be working on the Baron's wife and daughter. That's who Tamara Stranger is, but I guess they took off because he was drunk and he was acting like a moron. But anyways, I'm telling the whole story of the game, which I got no business doing. The mysterious elf is connected with Ciri somehow. He keeps like following her around and pretty much being her personal bodyguard. I don't know what's up with him, but once this unfolds, man, it's going to be really fun. Triss, she's a hot ticket. It's crazy how, the game differs from the Netflix show. It's just odd. It's like white characters, black characters. I guess, they did that with everything too. Vikings was cool, but Vikings Valhalla comes around and then you have, do I remember the name of the, no, I don't remember the name of the character. Oh yeah, Jarl Thorson or something like that. In real life, he was clearly it was a he. He was a Jarl. No woman's ever been a Jarl, but Jarl Thars, it's something like that. Thurston, Yarson, Harkin, Jarl Harkin. Maybe that was it. Harkinson. Yeah, I think that's it. Jarl Harthon. Whatever. But anyways, in real life, he was a fucking white dude. And then Netflix made it all fucking goofy. Amazon made it all goofy. Whoever the hell runs... History Channel. Viking Valhalla, yeah. So the History Channel made it all woke as fuck and turned Jarl Harkon to that's what it is, Harkon. Jarl Harkon to a fucking black woman rather than a white dude. Because how many besides slaves, how many, black people were actually in, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway back in the year 8, 9, and 1100. Like, if you weren't owned by somebody, you were certainly not in power. You were certainly not a Jarl or a king or anything like that. I just get so disgruntled when they fuck up history as bad as they did just to make it fair for everybody else. So, why don't we have a character on Netflix Vikings? Well, maybe because it's a white part of the country and no black people were there. And if they were slaves. That's just how it was back then. You don't see History Channel making fucking African shows and putting fucking white people in charge. No, they don't. They keep it true to them, but they, make fucking our history woke. And, I'm just glad they haven't done it with any Gaelic stuff or Irish, anything Celtic. That would be a real sin, but, all these Hollywood execs, don't get me started. All these fucking Hollywood execs make shit as woke as they possibly can because people go, well, why aren't my people in that show? Maybe because your people weren't living in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden in the year fucking 971, 975. It's just so ridiculous. People get their feelings hurt and they fucking bitch and moan until they get their way. It's like, that's not how things go down. That's not how to... It's like teaching a child that, every time you want something, you just cry and you'll get it, okay? Like, no, it's not how shit works. It's not how the world works, man. How's that for a fucking tear? How did I go off the deep end so fast? Wow! It's just me, talking about what we should call this episode Griping with Murph. Holy fucking molasses. Yeah, I don't know how that went off the rails so fast, but man, we got there, didn't we? Toot sweet. Like fucking no time. Yennefer of Vengerberg. So that is Geralt of Riviera's old lady in this show. His love interest. Supposedly he has a couple, but she's like his main squeeze. Second, we could call Triss Marigold, and then I want to say, what's that other chick's name? Let's see if we can find her. Kiera Metz. She's definitely right up there with one of his main squeezes. You can tell just the way he interacts with her that Yennefer is clearly number one. Triss is number two. Triss Marigold might even be a tie. No, I can't even say that. It's not a tie for number one because, he treats Yennefer better than he treats anybody else in the series and or game. But then, Kira's definitely a hot throb for him. With that being said, my tangent being exposed, how I don't like Hollywood and fucking Zog America, and the way things have just spiraled out of control, man. History's not history anymore. History is people getting their feelings hurt and crying until they get their way. Until stuff's getting so skewed that we don't know where they're coming or going anymore. But wow. Is my little rant, Murph's rant of the day. So, yeah. Go back to playing the game now. And I literally just wanted to highlight this for this weird dude. How we got. What I'm glad The All God. The All God is open.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Farewell.
I can't wait to see what that turns into. I get ahead of myself in this game with going to places that I don't know I'm not supposed to go to them yet, but apparently these guys are something. Maybe I just have to spark this before I... Now, Kira sent me on a task. You can see the top of the screen, northbound, there's an objective. So maybe I'm supposed to talk to Dagmar and Preben. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to fist fight these guys. Hold on, I recognize their names. Nope, maybe not. Fish Gulper and Smithy. Okay, that was something else. I thought I was supposed to fist fight these guys in here. Fists of Fury, Velen. Level 11, you can see it. I was supposed to be there. And now I'm, 10 up from that at level 21, but I could have sworn I seen their names on the quest list here. Unvic, I can't do that one until level 24. I have done the first two parts of it. Fergus, Master Armor. Oh yeah, that was a little guy. He was a dwarf, I think. Yeah, Fergus, Master Armor, and Velen. That's right. Mortem. Maybe is that it? No, that's Novigrad. Another Fists of Fury. Alright. Oh no. Gangs of Novigrad. I failed some. Shitballs. Geralt entered Novigrad bathhouse. Oh, this is the one I fucked up. Oh no. I was just telling you about whatever his name was, the guy with the troll in the basement. Geralt entered Novigrad bathhouse. He happened to walk in on a meeting. Heads between city criminals' underworld. Become an unwilling participant in the conversation. He learned of the conflict between the triumphant. No, that's not triumphant. That's triumvirate. Triumvirate made up of the king's beggars, Sigi Ravoon and Carlo Clever Veres. On the one hand, the Horson Jr. and unknown powers backing him on the other. Clever in particular wanted Horson. Cleaver in particular wanted Horson gone and offered Geralt help in finding and getting the bastard, which suited Geralt's interest. They say hands aplenty make for light work, and Geralt had every reason to believe that he applied for the gang warfare as much as he did cleaning a barn. So he graciously accepted the gangster's offer. So, why does it say I haven't talked to Cleaver? I was supposed to do on level 9 too. Like I said, I've been kind of totally bouncing around all winning a unique card from Hermie, and I tried doing that. Yeah, I've absolutely... Fuck. Oh, I lost a race. That's no big deal. You can do it again. Hopefully I can do this one again too then. Gangs in Novigrad. Damn, dude. So yeah, I'm just basically looking for those guys' names. The dude's right here. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe by doing this, even though I'm in the middle of a mission for Kira, and it's 331 meters that or steps that away. Let's just pick this up, and hopefully it doesn't fuck up. Find a way to get to Fyke Isle.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
Ah, right. Know him. Personally, even.
Tain't true, is it? You seen him with your own gawkers.
So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and lotuses or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this all-god of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Let's see what we can do now. Obviously, that's all I had to do was just go interact with those fellas before this gave me the breakdown. Got an idea. I'm going to kill you. Or settle for humble offerings or die. Those are the two options I'm giving him. Been here long? Alright, so, what are you thinking? Where should we go here? Got an idea. I'm going to kill you. Or settle for humble offerings or die. Let's see. I think I'd rather extort him than just straight off give him the opportunity to die. Let's see, maybe he'll offer me something.
Listen
Not
here,
kill him.
lord ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
I like that. Yeah, since he's called the All God, and he's a fat, gluttonous pig, instead of like, Odin or Thor. Why is he turning his back? There we go. The cocksucker's turning his back. Alright, so I bought those guys some time. It's to the war, so I prefer that. That looks like... Oh, is that supposed to be the All God? Because to me that looks like a female fertility god. And I know because I know my history. My history and his history. Yeah, I know about these things. Let's see if I learn. Ceremonious thing, man. I would be very good at live streaming. Oh, yeah, I don't think I'd be very good at live streaming because one, I get too distracted. I think I would just irritate people. 2. Did I mention I get distracted? I think that would just annoy people, honestly, because when somebody's not doing the right thing in the game, or the main objective or whatever, I kind of like, come on, man, just fucking get to it. So I don't know if I. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd be that way. I don't know if I am that way. No clue, dude. Why do I have to re-spark these? I just sent Odd out, or Igni out. I don't know all these things really. There's Igni, which is setting shit on fire, right? Igni. There's Axie, which is you put out this sign and you pretty much like hypnotize people to do what you want to do. Odd is you shoot out like a crazy wave, and I have this upgraded quite a bit. I have it to like 4 meters or something, where it go out 4 meters. Then we have Quen, which is, you'll see it's a protective ring around me. So then when somebody hits me, it creates literally a circle around me. It's the coolest looking thing. And then Earden, which is when you're fighting ghouls and wraiths and stuff, you put this on the ground and you kind of trap them in there. It is very, very cool. Like, yeah, it's been so long. If I never knew this game was as fucking dope as it is absolutely a blast. It is so much fun. It's tough in certain points. It's really cool. Alright, let's sort these guys out.
Anything new?
Talk to your own.
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you. Told you the All God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Cool. He just gave them... Oh, are they going now? Oh, they're gonna go look at this god and be like, you fucking turd, you are no god. Oh, come on. I would love to witness this. Crowns, I'll take it. Get some hero. That's my hoss. I have some shit mounted to him. On the side there, it's like a demon's head or whatever. So that grants me... Well, what does it grant me? I don't want to talk out my ass here. So it's called a trophy. It's your trophy spot. Alright, so this is the short trophy. Gives me 5% bonus from monsters. And my saddlebags, my blinders, these are all the things you have on your horse, clearly, with the horse marking right there. Let's, real quick, because I'm going to kill this now. I'm going to kill this in like 30 seconds. Alright, let's put, this is the first one I earned. It's Griffin. You can see it's like a parrot's head. So Griffin, if you don't know, is like half lion, half bird. This is a NECA. This gives NECA 5% herbs, 5 gold, another 5 herbs. This one is 5 experience from monsters. This is a 10% chance to dismember, and this is another gold for a foglet. So what is this? This is gold too? No. This is gold. No. That's gold. So Doppler and Foglet are the same. What's more money? This is 150, so I'm probably going to sell the Doppler since this one is the same exact trophy, the 5% bonus gold, but this one's only 50 bucks and this one's 150. So I have another double here too. 10% to dismember, 10 to dismember, 150 and 250. Okay, so I'll probably sell my OG one. I'll sell the Griffin in a pinch when I need it. I don't need it right now. when I need to, if I need it, I go to the merchant, which is a store, and you sell everything off. I like keeping 10. 10 is a comfort zone for me. So everything you see 10 here is me just maxing it out. So that, like, say for instance, this I have to sell 3 of. That I got to sell 4 of. I'm trying to keep 10 at a minimum of everything. So if you see anything over 10, that means I just haven't cashed out yet at a store to dump 5 of those, say, Ghoul's Blood. So it's been a little while, but this is pretty much how I make my money in this game, besides doing quests, is foraging or looting, and then selling to herbalists and merchants. So I would be selling, 21, because like I said, I like to keep 10. I'd be selling 21 white myrtles to either a merchant, whoever I run in first, a merchant or a herbalist, and so on. But like I said, I try to keep 10 of everything. So if you see 10, that is me just staying level with the game, because you wind up using these things in crafting and in making potions for yourself. So, but yeah, that's how I make my dough. I go to herbalists, I go to merchants, and whatever I've foraged or looted, I turn around and sell. So with that being said, Summon You're in a Viking, Beantown Bushcraft. Have a fucking outstanding day. And go do something savage. You only live once, man. Tell somebody you love them, or just punch somebody in the face. It's absolutely your call. Have a good one, and go check out my IG channel and my YouTube. My YouTube, I need a little help over there. So if a couple somebodies, if a lot of somebodies can go show some love on YouTube, man, I'd really appreciate it. But I'm gonna go back and do like probably another hour of this, and then take the dogs for a walk and make supper and all that good stuff. So yeah, fucking rock out.
Faster.
And yeah, man, just go have a good day. Go have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. It's Sunday. Back on the grind tomorrow. Back on the grind. I think there's a ship up here. I have to go across to Fisk Island. I'm gonna go do that. Later, Gators.